Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And it's Atlanta to start out. Pick by West. Here's Westbrook. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Westbrook, no good. And here's Booker from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an... And Richardson's showing you why he's a two-time slam dunk champion on that one.
Oh, look at that! That's just unbelievable.
You could see he was setting that up the minute he got his hands on the ball.
Well, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to do it, if you're going to try that, right? Wow.
That was sensational. And you got to love seeing a guy having fun out there.
Richardson, no luck. And here's Bosch bringing it up for Virginia Beach. It's a three-point game. Three-pointer. David West grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. Putting his agility to great use on that jam. West can just pop off the floor.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Shot clock reset for Virginia Beach. Rose misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. West outside. There's a screen. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Free throw, good, Rose. Rose hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
McDaniels outside. Back to Westbrook. He takes it in. West with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
To the paint. Here's Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Back to Rose. Stolen by McDaniels. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta.
Oh, here he comes. My goodness. Whew.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
There's 42 seconds left in the first.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is this engaged.
Oh, look out!
Oh, look out! Goodness, that is an outstanding finish.
Oh, my. He almost got too much air on that one.
Yeah, the man can fly. What a show.
Man, I wish I could do that just one time.
Here's Rose. It's blocked.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Another shot. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Westbrook with a deep three. Oh, what a shot!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fun.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Virginia Beach trails by 15. Here's Podziemski.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Here's Reese. Pass to Millsap. The kick out to Westbrook. Stolen by McDaniels. On up the court. And the dunk by West.
Finishing things off there with a dunk.
Here's Podziemski.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Westbrook way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Westbrook's got 8.
Yeah, Westbrook has always been fearless. If he thinks his shot is there, he doesn't care where he's shooting it from.
That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
What a selfless play from her. Passes like this show she wants to win.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. He rifled that one in from distance. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
And Westbrook is very skilled.
Oh, wow!
Young fella.
What a dunk.
Filthy. Guys, just filthy.
Man, you said it, GA.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the practice hours that went into that. That could have gone into something else.
Back to Millsap. Stolen by Westbrook. Okongwu with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's McKee, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And the 3 off target. Virginia Beach trails by 15. Outside for Millsap. Here's Reese. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Taken to the sky. What an incredible dunk.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. 1:07 left in the first half. And stolen by Booker. Here's Bosch. Rose in the post. Bosch with the bucket. Bosch has got 4 points in the quarter.
Sharing the ball is clearly a part of Rose's game, even coming out of college. looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Embiid the screen. The kick out to Bosh. Over McKee. Virginia Beach needs to get off a shot here. Edwards. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, hey, that's using all of the shot clock, right? Edwards beats the buzzer.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. And he's good on the three ball. And Atlanta leads by 14.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
That'll do it for the first half. Atlanta leads by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Virginia Beach. They trail by 14. Wasted no time on that one.
And already very comfortable at the arc. Booker takes that shot without hesitation.
Porter looking it over. Outside Korver. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Korver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
Atlanta leading by 14. And a miss there on the triple. Booker left side. Got a hand on it.
Great timing there from Murphy. Anticipated the block and was able to get the rejection.
Virginia Beach trails by 14. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
Porter, no luck. Pass to Mourning. Picked him clean. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Edwards. Driving in. Tries again. Outside Rose. Clock at 6. Back to Mourning. Second shot opportunity. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Mourning's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Devin Booker soaring in.
And you think Booker is all finesse? Think again.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. .119 left here in the third quarter. There's Porter with the three. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. They get the rebound. Left side Bosh. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. Edwards getting the close range too.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Mourning with the screen. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Okongwu. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Atlanta leading by 11. Pass to Korver. And stolen by Booker. Over in the corner, Rose. Out to the wing. Here's Embiid. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside Porter. Pass to McKee. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Outstanding look right there. Love to see him pass it up for a better look.
And finished off by Rose.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
And finished off by Porter.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Pick by West. Westbrook fires. Down he goes for three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Atlanta making a switch here. Virginia Beach trails by 16. Oh, the slam dunk.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him. West outside. Fires the three. That one misses. Virginia Beach trails by 14.
And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Takes the three. And it misses. And it's Rose with the ball for Virginia Beach. Now Booker. Outside Edwards. Edwards drills the three.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Oh, what a play inside.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
McDaniel. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Virginia Beach trails by 11. Rose surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive, and he jams it in.
Love the team-first mentality, looking to make the pass there.
Booker there for the rebound. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Westbrook into the lane. Oh, what a finish. Got a piece of it. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A confident win. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Pass to Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Stolen by Bosch.
And you saw him gauging that.
Ooh, oh my goodness.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Mourning can't make it work. Edwards with the block.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. To the middle. Here's Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And right off the tip, they get the early offense. Defense looks like it might be running late tonight.
And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber. And how about the vertical of Johnson? Excellent at just getting up to drop the hammer.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Back to Rose. Doncic with the steal. In the corner, Castle with it. Rejected by Booker. And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Double team on Rose. Johnson, a wide open look. Offline with his three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
From 15 feet away, Castle misses. Launches it. And Joe Johnson gets the three. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
Back to Bosch. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. It's 2-on-1. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, he's like a freight train in the open floor. Gordon finishing the break.
Here's Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Set him up so they could knock him down.
And it's Gordon missing. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Pass to Booker. Back to Johnson. Virginia Beach working the ball around now. Shots good by Booker.
And it doesn't take long for Booker to get that shot off. He is a confident young player.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
Doncic with the steal. Stolen by Bosch. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. From the low block. Johnson outside. This one for three. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From deep, Johnson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Johnson's got 8 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
The kick out to Bosch. 2 on the clock, and the layup is up and in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
Austin trails by 15. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
On defense, Virginia Beach. Clock at 6. Morant. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist.
Yeah, Morant uses his incredible body control to work through that contact.
Reese gets the bucket.
Off the catch, she's right in rhythm. Great possession.
It's good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Austin trails by 15. Here's Dumars. Bosch grabs the miss.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Seldom lets it fly from three, but Reese has been working on that shot.
Here's Vassell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Chris Bosch. This is his first free throw of the game. That one is no good.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
Pass to Johnson. And again, it's Virginia Beach with a 3.
There was some nice rhythm to that play.
Here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Nice move. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
It's hauled in by Dumars. Inside. Stolen by Bosch. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Austin trails by 20. To the paint. Here's Castle.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Virginia Beach shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Rose. Outside Bosch. Lets it go from deep. Doncic with the steal. From outside the arc. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 8 points in the quarter.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
The 3 for Doncic. Booker pulls it in. Here's Rose. And it's Austin with the rebound. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Virginia Beach leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Austin has possession, trailing by 17. Here's Marion, and the dunk by Marion.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Virginia Beach shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. And Rose drops them both. Austin trails by 17. And stolen by Mourning. Outside Rose. Shoots over Morant. That one a little long. And Austin has possession. There's the three. It's rebounded by Bosch. And here's Bosch bringing it up for Virginia Beach. 22 is their biggest lead. Really left alone that time. Rose has got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Austin trails by 20. Here's Robinson. The slam dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And stolen by Gordon. An even 3-on-3 break. And the basket by Vassell.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Rose, good.
Well, this is what they want to do. Work for high percentage looks.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Rose, no good. Down low. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that. And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the first one drops.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Rose can't hit. Austin trails by 18. Back to Dumars. Lets it go with a 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Rose attacking, and Rose throws it down hard.
Well, how about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Now here's Jordan. Knocked loose. Pass to Castle. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Rose. And Rose drops them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Austin with the ball. It's rebounded by Herter. Castle with the bounce pass. Over Mourning. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Virginia Beach just dominating this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Virginia Beach leading by 22. Over to the wing. Millsap has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Dumars. All alone. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Castle. Castle on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Austin moving it around. Beal gets a wide open look. A putback. Another shot. And it's Austin with the rebound. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Virginia Beach.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Gordon a screen. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Rose. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And that one misses.
Well, when it comes to desire to create offense, there's no cause for concern with Devin Booker. He's a natural scorer.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Austin with the ball. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Here's Doncic. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here is Rose. Driving in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And Rose not always focused on creating contact, but with his physical gifts, a lot of times he leaves the defense no choice.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. A nice shot by Booker.
And the confidence this kid has in his shot is something else. Booker isn't afraid to let it fly.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Rose scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes. Rose has got 33 points.
And that floater is something Rose has been comfortable with since he came into the league. It's only gotten better with time.
And Virginia Beach with the possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Stolen by Bosch. For the 3. Rebounded by Castle.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. .55 seconds left in the game. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Austin with the rebound. Beal with the steal. Here's Reese. Here's Embiid. Westbrook with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
You know, Westbrook can make you pay from deep. The D has to at least honor his shot.
Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up. First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
When you watch Gordon, you can see what a great sense of timing he has. His movement is sharp, and he'll take advantage of a lazy defense.
Herter on the wing. To the inside. The layup off target. And Beal puts up a deep 3. No good. So Virginia Beach picking up the win. And the outcome of this one was... Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. The stage is set. The fans are buzzing. And 2 teams ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Pass to Mourning. The kick out to Rose. And the three off target. Stolen by Bosch. Booker outside. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And the Knights have possession. Pass to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Here's Rose. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that play takes talent. D. Rose taking it up strong, knows he's drawing contact, and makes the proper adjustment.
The Knights on offense. It's a three-point game. To the middle. Here's Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love it.
Oh my gosh. The artist behind many iconic throwdowns. Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
Oh, whoa!
Come on, that's just unfair.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good measure. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Booker. They get the rebound. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
And here's Bosch. And it's Pajemski in the corner. On the clock. Bosch, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Mourning. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Now here's Westbrook. Right side Bosch. 16 feet away. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Bosch, no one around him. Hits the target from 18 feet. Bosch has got 6.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Rose in the post. 7 points in the game. Off with the layup. Thompson outside. Outside Westbrook. Back to Nowitzki. Oh, and he misses the dunk. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rose in the post. Pass to Tomjanovich. Westbrook with the nice D there. Here's Bosch. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Knights' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
Cunningham outside. And it's West in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Virginia Beach. Trailing by 2. Back to Embiid. Pass to Reese. Stolen by Bosch. Cunningham with it. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Johnson, good.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
Westbrook with it. Now Beal defending. Embiid inside. Nothing on the board. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moved like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Back to Cunningham. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. On defense, Virginia Beach. It's a 3-point game. And it's West in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Whoa, the rare 3 from West.
The putback misses the follow-up. The Knights on offense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the dunk by Bosch.
And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Now Cunningham. Still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Nowitzki a screen. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
Outside Rose. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knights.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why. And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Nowitzki. And that's good off the glass that time. And the Knights lead by 5.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Westbrook. Thompson in the corner. Down low. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Count that bucket.
I mean, Westbrook is a gifted finisher. Allow him to find his looks inside at your own risk.
Here's West. Out to Thompson. Got it off in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Knights up by 6. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Virginia Beach trails by 8. The floater. Rose. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
Outside Westbrook. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
Pass to Tomjanovich. To the paint. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Chris Bosch.
And Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
Well, sometimes when you see the athleticism these guys have, it reminds you that this league has some of the best athletes in the world.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Westbrook with the block.
Boy, Westbrook is explosive in everything he does.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Over Rose. And it falls over the rim and in. Nowitzki's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside Rose. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The kick out to Bosch. Into the lane. Chris Bosch with the rebound. The Knights on offense. 6-point lead. And here's Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Outside Westbrook. And West now top of the key. The kick out to Westbrook. No good from outside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Out of bounds, the Knights now with possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Knights. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. Jordan with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
7-second difference, shot in game clock.
And go back to the steal by Embiid. That ignited the break. And Joel's length is such a factor defensively.
Jordan the screen. Lobs it up for Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Shoots inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. It could go. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And that. Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got an exciting basketball game coming your way in just a moment. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Pass to Morning. Virginia Beach working the ball around now. Right side Bosch. And a missed layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy can fly.
And it's Rose penetrating. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The first free throw is good. And so Bosch nails both of them.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
To the middle, Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
And finished off by Rose.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
To the inside, and Morning throws it down.
The big fella Morning out ahead on that break.
Outside Roy, over Gordon. Roy misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Now here's Gordon. They get it back.
How about the toughness on the boards? Love whenever he stays after it on plays like that.
Pass to Roy. And he hits the jumper for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Mourning. Pass to Bosh. Here's Tomjanovich. And it's Pajemski in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Bosh. Over McHale. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Pass to Roy. And here is Doncic. Jordan in the corner. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. For 3, Roy. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
That doesn't go either for Bosh. Now here's Roy. Here's Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic from deep three-point land. No good on the quick 3. Virginia Beach trails by 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Here's Doncic. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Outside Rose. The 3. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Smith. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but, boy, he sure muscled that one in.
Free throw drop for Smith. Virginia Beach trails by 4. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Rose hits them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Here's Ainge. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by McHale. And Westbrook throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And Rose throws it down hard.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And Mourning sends it back.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
And it's Westbrook missing. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Trailing by 2. Reese, no good. Pass to Shaq. Some solid defense from Bosch. And here's Bosch bringing it up for Virginia Beach. Back to Rose. Here's Tomjanovich. Outside Rose. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Virginia Beach making a switch here. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Giddey. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Those great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Well, that's just fantastic awareness. Recognizing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Rose, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Knocked loose. Stolen by Rose. Into the lane. Rebounded by McHale.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Virginia Beach trails by 10. Bosch, the screen. Shot to stop the run. And it's Rose missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Los Angeles leading by 10. Outside Roy. Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Mourning with it. Bosch scanning the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
Second free throw, no good. And here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Hands the shot from the wing. Roy's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Outside for Roy. Smith for 3. And it's Tomjanovich with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Rose, that's good.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor, excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Back to Giddey. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Smith, no good. Virginia Beach trails by 9.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
Back to Smith. Out to Thompson. There's the 3. Los Angeles. Rose with the ball. Defended by Giddey. Back to Rose. Lock at 6. And stolen by Giddey. Inside. And it's slammed in by Smith. The steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. 9-point game. Here's Gordon with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Pass to Giddey. Back to Smith. Fires the 3. And it's Tomjanovich with the rebound. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Virginia Beach making a switch here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, that's where Westbrook's at his best. He wants to get downhill.
To the paint, and it's sent back by Bosch.
Well, you have to deny these easy shots when you can. They send a clear message to your opponent.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
Back to McHale. Embiid with the steal. Here's Westbrook. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 5. .27 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
The defense doesn't want to give Doncic an inch of space inside. That's why he's at the line so much.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Virginia Beach. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
A seasoned vet in this league. Westbrook has run these sets countless times. He knows what to do in them.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Here's Beal, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles leads by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Trailing by 5. Here's Rose. Rejected by McHale.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That one falls. Coming off McHale's feet.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. A kick out to O'Neal. Pass to Roy. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. And Los Angeles calling timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Outside Bosch. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
It's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. Now Smith. And there's the dunk.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. Westbrook rips down the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Thompson. Outside, Smith. Lets loose a 3. Does not go. Right side, Rose. Driving inside. Puts it right back up and in.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
What's up? This is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Thompson, no good from 3. Virginia Beach trails by 3. Now Pajemski. Oh, the shake. Smooth move on the jam.
Coming up extra large when they need him.
Westbrook. A huge two-handed slam.
Look at Westbrook carrying the load. He can be that guy for you.
So both teams changing it up here. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
A great pass leads him right to the rack.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game. Important points for Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Here's Thompson. Thompson is double. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, my. Showing up when it matters. Brandon Roy, no stranger to the big moment.
Got it to go off the glass.
And Derrick Rose, accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new to him.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. Los Angeles making a switch here. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And the first of 2, no good. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports bringing you tonight's game. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Kevin Love out there with Durant. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Griffin in at the center position. And for Virginia Beach, Rose is out there with Gordon. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Mourning. And it's Tom Janovich in at the 3 slot. The kick out to Bosh. Hits the three-point bomb.
And Bosh proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Mourning, following the basket by Blake Griffin. And it's sent back by KD.
You really see the length Durant possesses on plays like this with an incredible block.
Well, their coaches love seeing that. Working that ball, playing team basketball.
Pass to Love. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Tom Janovich. Here's Mourning, and Mourning throws it down.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Westbrook, that's in there. Love with the assist.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
And that's how you set up your teammates. Great pass.
Down low, and it's sent back by Bosh.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosh positioning himself well to come up with the block.
5 to shoot. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
Well, terrific timing and placement with the bounce pass there.
Here's Rose, and it's Durant with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Paul for 3. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Virginia Beach. It's a 3-point game. Rose, that's good.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Westbrook with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Stolen. Pass to Tom Janovich. Shoots over KD. Bosh passes to Gordon. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. It's tipped. Jacks up a 3, sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Virginia Beach. Podziemski's coming in for Rose. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Parker, and there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul. .131 left in the first quarter of the game. Drills it from outside.
Adding a three-point shot to his game was huge. Gasol just does so much for this team in terms of spacing.
And Mourning throws it down.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Westbrook. Out to Parker. This one for 3. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
And that's a nice jump shot there by Parker. Caught it right in rhythm.
Here's Podziemski. Offensive rebound. Millsap passes to Bosh. And here's Gordon. Lets the 3 fly. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Podziemski with it, defended by Nash. Gordon outside. Collins grabs the miss. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nash outside. Pass to Griffin. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
The shot will not fall. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The 2010s team up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
And that one, good.
Well, that's where Westbrook's at his best. He wants to get downhill.
Parker with it. Griffin a screen on Westbrook. It's Parker with the drive. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Yeah, good touch on the inside shot. You don't want to overpower that.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Stolen by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns. Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
Here's Parker. And the layup's good off the glass. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Reese the pass to Rose. They set the pick. And he drives in. Tony Parker grabs the miss. Over in the corner, Gasol. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 10 points for Marc Gasol.
And, you know, we may see Gasol all over the court, but he's still best inside. Has an array of post moves, plus a beautiful touch.
Rose has gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. It's Parker with the drive. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Nowitzki outside. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Nowitzki. Griffin's got 6.
And Griffin has so much confidence in his scoring ability, especially when he's near the basket.
Here's Tomjanovich, defended by Griffin. Rose kicks to Beal. Hands it from downtown. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. They trail by 1. Westbrook with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Nowitzki. Ooh, Dirk making his presence felt.
And such a valuable high percentage shot. And he does a great job of taking advantage.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
To the inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, that was textbook pick and roll. Capped off with the perfect pass.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Aldridge, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. So with Westbrook on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Paul Millsap. Rose is out there with Gordon. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Jordan in at the 5. That's tipped. Millsap in the corner for the 3. Durant with some nice D. From past the arc, Virginia Beach pulls it in.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
And Rose drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
A wide open look for Love. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Rose. Softly drops in the floater. Rose has got the lead up to 4 now for Virginia Beach.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
Westbrook against Gordon. Westbrook kicks to Love. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game. He gets it up. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for Virginia Beach. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. They've got Chris Paul. Kevin Love out there with Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, Westbrook. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Morning's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Gordon from outside. Paul grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Look, that's a coach's nightmare. Your player has an easy chance to score and blows it by trying to do too much.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Bosh going inside. Up and in on the layup. Bosh has got 5.
Yeah, I like when he takes initiative like this. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
Here's Love and the dunk by Love.
Wow, look at Kevin Love attacking the rim. Using his height to get up there.
On the wing, Eric Gordon. He's covered by Westbrook.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For the lead. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Paul's got his first basket.
Yeah, there's not much you can do to stop that. Paul is a very effective mid-range scorer.
Driving the lane, and the dunk by Mourning. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Westbrook dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
Bosh, and the dunk by Bosh.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
Tomjanovich has gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's KD. The putback, and he gets it back.
And this is where Griffin is dangerous. An assertive shooter feels like he can make this shot consistently.
Well, he's got it going on right now. And if his teammates are smart, they'll just keep feeding him.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And that's why you work it inside. You put the defense in an uncomfortable position.
For Virginia Beach, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First one falls for him. Podziemski, he's checked in for Rose. And so Bosh nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Gordon against Westbrook. Picked by Griffin. It's up a 3, and the shot is good. The Virginia Beach lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Westbrook.
He's done that his whole career. Westbrook smooth with the triple.
Puts up a deep 3. Podziemski's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Oh, what a basket. No doubt from deep.
Here is Durant. After Virginia Beach's three-pointer on the other end. Here's Bosh. And the shot goes in. And it's a 9-point Virginia Beach lead.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And the shot is good.
And Parker is just so clever at finding ways to score off the drive as he demonstrates there.
He takes it in. A shot by Podziemski, no good. Podziemski's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And stolen by Mourning. Pass to Bosh. Over Griffin. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Parker. Defense right on him. Back to Griffin. Pass to Parker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Parker's just extremely clever at getting fouls off those kinds of shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's perfect from the line this time. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the basket is good. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
And it's Virginia Beach bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Virginia Beach leading by 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
And you got to love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
So here's Westbrook. Nowitzki with the screen on Rose. Westbrook passes to Collins. Paul outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gasol. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
An excellent production tonight from Gasol. His numbers being called, and he is not disappointing.
From deep, Rose. With the crossover, and the shot is good. The Virginia Beach lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Chris Paul.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Embiid, he's checked in for Virginia Beach. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
So with Jordan on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Paul Millsap out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Rose. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Rose goes in. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
And finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns. Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Rose in the post. He's against Parker. Doesn't get that one. Westbrook fires. Puts down the fadeaway J.
Well, for most of his career, Westbrook depended on his mid-range game. Now he rarely shoots from that area.
Rose goes in. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
Right side, Griffin. Well, deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Griffin a screen on Rose. Fires the 3. That does not go. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Here's Tomjanovich. Fires from 14. Durant rips down the rebound. Tomjanovich has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Tony Parker. Warning a screen on Paul. Love pulls it down. Paul outside. Westbrook, and it's off.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Love pulls it down.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Rose against Paul.
Big time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Durant against Rose. Outside Gordon. Shoots the three. It's off target. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Love.
Taking a big-time effort defensively. That's a great block.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Ball outside. Love outside. Beyond the arc. And he does not hit. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
So Virginia Beach picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.